today's video, we're gonna be checking out the two stocks that I'm watching for tomorrow's market open. First off, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Click the notifications down below to keep updated with my videos. I usually post a watch list every single week on Sundays, and let's get right into it. So first on the watch list is gonna be Netflix. So we have this forming pattern right here, okay? So a lot of people like to call this like the U pattern, but I see it as a cup and handle. It's formation of a cup and handle that formed kind of like a mini cup, like went up here and then back up, so it's ready to break out. And usually above these critical resistant lines, they usually break and like just go to the moon. So Netflix, depending on like certain news that comes out as far as catalysts and all that stuff, you know, we're gonna be watching it above a certain level. If we're gonna watch Netflix, we're gonna want to watch it above this 1619, right? 619 level, because it has a huge amount of resistance there, and the volume, if you guys can see here, the volume was significantly increased in the past 1, 2, 3 days. So on Friday's volume, you know, as we all know, as traders, we should know this. Fridays are like dead days in the market. They're not really traded days in the market, just because a lot of times people take off Fridays. They don't. Some of them don't even trade on Fridays, and just a lot of volume doesn't go in. You know, it's just like, consider it as like when you're working a job and you're like, okay, well, I'm going into work. You know, majority of people take off work on Fridays and Mondays, right? Those are the two famous days for people like taking off work and not going to work. So we're gonna want to watch this above this 1619 level. Now, if Netflix opens up above, you guys, and we're actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna set some resistance and support lines, because this is gonna be super crucial for the Fibonacci level. We can see here on the daily, and we're gonna set it exactly perfect to the actual level up here, okay? Because we want to make sure if it breaks below or it comes back down, we're gonna play that bounce. You guys, playing the bounce on stocks is super crucial, especially on momentum runs like this. Now, considering that the S&P 500 is gonna sustain itself and it's gonna go back up, what we're looking at is we're kind of in a danger zone right now, okay, with SPY. Now, SPY had this crucial level of support right here that we see, and it bounced off this level of support of, what was it, like 431, right? It obviously came down to 428, and then, you know, bounced for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then it came way back down again, broke the level of support again, came all the way back down to 427. Now, my team and I actually shorted this huge momentum right here on SPY coming towards the downside. Like, I just knew we were still kind of in a bear market. This didn't really indicate me that we were going down, but now what I'm kind of convinced, and pay close attention, I'm about to show you. So we kind of see an H formation forming right here, which is kind of dangerous, okay? It's not really a good time to honestly play like calls, because it's just not in the right, it's not forming right. You know, it's bouncing off this trend line. It's holding massive support right here, and it finished slightly above the support line, okay? Now, there's two ways that SPY can go, okay? So it can go down, obviously flush this level, and we could just see a crisis happen, like stock market crash. I'm not talking about a correction. I'm talking about a crash. Guys, it's been holding this level for how many months, right? It's not just, oh, I'm holding this level, okay, I'm coming down. We could see a stock market crash. Now, the stock market crash can go down, I believe, to this next level of support, which is going to be 384. If this doesn't sustain at this support, okay? It needs to stay at that support, or else we are going to see a stock market crash. Now, going back to Netflix, okay, we can play the short intraday bounces on this because Netflix has strong volume. Sometimes when the market is stabilizing, it's kind of like, consolidating throughout the days. We can play these nice plays like Netflix because Netflix doesn't even correlate with the market sometimes, and it does its own thing, and it can go in certain different directions. So what we're going to watch for, we have our fib levels set, and we're going to watch for an intraday bounce, okay, off the fib level. Now, coming into tomorrow, if we see Netflix above this 100%, okay, this is a really important thing to pay close attention to. If we see Netflix above this 100%, we're going to play the bounce off this 618, okay, if it opens up above 618 tomorrow morning, okay? So pre-market, anything can happen, right? This is just my watch list right now for the night. Now, pre-market is where I get serious and I really test out those support and resistances. If we're consolidating between this Fibonacci level line of 618 resistance and 607, I'm going to look to play a bounce at 607, because that is a crucial level of support. Now, that's going to be my entry. And as we can see here, you guys, this is a support line right here, okay? Support line. Okay, next level of support, 603. If we flush that level, and I'm going to find out if these levels are going to be crucial levels of support tomorrow morning based off the volume. So I'm going to see on level 2, okay? Level 2, right? If the bids are down here below and they're stacked bids at like 607 or 603, which one is going to be a better level to watch for? Now, of course, with volume and everything, we're going to have to watch these crucial levels of support and resistance. Now, this is also a crucial level of support or resistance, okay? Now, obviously the 619 is a lot closer to that level of resistance. I'm probably going to end up playing it from 607 to 616 just because I like taking profits. And again, that's going to be a 300-400% move. I'm not really looking to make, 1,000%. I'm playing an intraday bounce, a 100% move on this play is going to be amazing. Now, again, watching those crucial levels of support is so important. We cannot forget about the levels of support. This level of support, okay, right here, 78.6. It does get rejected at these levels, 607.92. Watch it, okay? The next stock is going to be Tesla, okay? My second stock on the watch list is going to be Tesla. As you guys can see here, we're forming this rising wedge, okay? It's nothing but a rising wedge in the overall time frame of those months going on. So we got month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th month, we are forming this rising wedge, okay? So we can see if it flushes obviously below 709, this would have to be a $70 move for Tesla to flush below 709. We're going to see a Tesla crash, okay? Now, obviously, it's nowhere near that level. We can still see an intraday play right here on Tesla because it's formed this bull flag, okay? This bull flag we can play above these levels, okay? So this level right here above 779. Guys, this is only a $4 move away, okay? Above that 779. Now, we can look for some intraday bounces that we can play here, and I see a crucial level of support like literally right here, okay? At 775, which is like near what Tesla's trading at right now, okay? Now, if we actually take the overall Fibonacci level and we actually set it, we can do that too. So my fib levels would actually correlate to right there. Take the bottom of that of 100 up there, and we can see it bounce off that 791. Sorry. So we're seeing these levels being tested over and over and over again. But the most important thing we got to realize is what levels will it actually test on and bounce off of, right? Now, this 23.6, it can easily flush past this 23.6. I don't like this level of support, to be honest. This level of support of 0, right, which would actually indicate to be 100, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, I usually flip the Fibonacci. I use it both ways, you guys, so don't think that like I play it just one way. I actually use it both ways. I'm on the 4-hour daily. Okay, so on the daily, if we look right here, we take the highest and the low. We can actually flip this around and then take this back down here, all the way to low right there. And we can play this bounce, okay? Right about there, okay? So, we can play those intraday bounces. Those intraday bounces are gonna be super, super important to play off of. As we can see here, it did get tested at this 100%, 763. Now, this would be a nice level to play off of. Don't get me wrong. Like this 763, like we can play a bounce. It's guaranteed to bounce off this level. Like it bounces usually off the hundreds, mostly the 50s, the 61.8 level. And I said the 50s, right? The 50s, yeah. And so on and so forth, you know? The level of 78.6, it does bounce off that too. Hey, don't get me wrong, but see, as you guys can see here on Friday, and you know what? I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. On Friday, it literally flushed right to the 100% level. Right as soon as it got to the 100% level, like this thing bounced, like boom, like to the freaking moon on Friday, you know? So that was a key level of support that it tested on, and it bounced after that and just went to the moon. So just keep in mind, guys, we're in the game right now to be very, very cautious. This market is not a swing market right now. We can take some swing plays. It's really dangerous. We really don't know where the market is really heading off to, and that's what kind of scares me overall. So that's why I'm really just day trading, and that's my niche, you guys. Day trading is my niche. I go in, I take a trade for a day trade, and I pull it out, for a 50, 60, 100, 200, 300% gain sometimes. So just play the normal levels that you think, hey, it might reject off here because based off volume, level 2, and the bids are really asking for it. So this is gonna be something I'm watching for. Now, here's another possible entry for Tesla. We see if we take this fib level off, and I'm gonna take it off just to show you guys, we have a bull flag right here, and it can literally break. Like if we open below this bull flag, we're bound to go up to the 800 level up here, okay? So pay close attention to that 800 level if we break this bull flag. If you haven't, seriously guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Number 1, like this video if you haven't. And you guys, I'm gonna see you in the next freaking video.